Greetings! I'm Emily Reynolds, Assistant Director of Alumni Relations for the Nelson Institute for Environmental Studies. This video is part of the Nelson Institute's Leveling Up resources to help you advance on your career quest. You can learn more about the Nelson Institute's Leveling Up resources and programming by visiting our Leveling Up webpage. Today, I'm joined by Becky Ryan, Nelson Institute Undergraduate Advisor, who will be discussing the self-awareness part of the career planning process. Take it away, Becky.
Hello, as Emily said, my name is Becky. I'm the undergraduate advisor for the major, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the part of the career planning process known as self-assessment. A comprehensive self-assessment can provide much insight for you and is immensely critical for determining your job preferences. The process allows you to develop knowledge about yourself. This is critical as you move forward in the process, not only for how you research your options, but also in how you market yourself for those upcoming opportunities. Self-assessment is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process that will last a lifetime. You can see here in the graphic that the arrows all point to one another and continue to move around the circle, because it is important that you continually reassess and reevaluate how these parts of you are interrelated. What are your identities, your interests, your values, your personality traits, your skills and experiences? How have these impacted your choices to date, and how might they impact your choices in the future? Self-assessment is where you begin when you don't know where to begin. The first part of the self-assessment process is to focus on your personality and interests. What piques your curiosity? What makes you different than others that you're around on a daily basis? This is actually the core of who you are. How do you describe yourself? What do you like to do for fun? What causes matter the most for you? What issues interest you? What were your favorite courses? What experience has you had that you find most interesting? These are the things that will drive your enjoyment in your future career. Knowing who you are and what you like is the most important piece of this process. You are not like everyone else. Even your closest friends, you will have some differences that are key to understanding about what you should do with your life. The second part of the phase is to know what you're good at, the skills that you bring to the table. And while students can be good at many things, and actually most students I work with are good, really good at being students, but that doesn't mean that you like everything. So in addition to knowing what you're good at, is to also know which of those things do you really like. It is very possible to be good at things that you don't like that much. It's also very possible to like things that you're not that good at. And those are equally important to know, but the main focus point needs to be on where those two things overlap. What are you good at and like to do? Career skills are the abilities that you have that enable you to do your job and manage your tasks in a successful way. There are different kinds of categories of skills, transferable and job-specific. While it might seem like the job-specific skills are where we want to put our energy, that is absolutely not the case. We want to put our energy in understanding what our transferable skills are, those things that we like and are good at and that we can use wherever we end up. Those things will help drive what kind of roles we want to play. Some examples of transferable skills include things like your communication skills, oral, written, and listening, problem solving and critical thinking, leadership and social influence. What are your technology skills? What kind of creativity and originality and initiative can you bring to the table? How resilient and flexible are you? How well are you at working in a team? These are all things that are going to help you determine what a good fit might be for you. As you move into the different parts of the career planning process, it is important to focus on your most relevant skills and strengths that demonstrate a match to the position that you are applying to. Not only will you do this in your resume and your cover letter, but also in the interview itself. You want to be able to talk about what you're good at and what you're bringing to the table. The third part of the process, and probably the trickier part of the process, is to understand what your values are, what's really and truly important to you. These include things like honesty, being of service, helping others, helping society, the kind of independence you want to have in your work, how much variety do you want to be doing, what are the working conditions, do you want to be inside or outside, both? Do you want to be working with colleagues a lot or working more solo? What kind of influence will you have on the decision makers? These are going to be unique to you and very specific in helping you figure out whether something is a good fit for you or not. It is not possible to have everything be important. It's very common to want to accomplish all of these things, but in all the research about the career assessment process, the important thing here is to narrow these values down to the top 3, at most 5 of those values that you just cannot live without. For example, for those of you who know me, would know that one of my top values is to have variety in my job and creativity and independence. So while those 3 things don't tell me what I should do, they certainly help me measure what job fits with those things. And being an academic advisor for the Nelson Institute is an excellent fit for those 3 values. The variety of students that I get to work with, the amount of creativity I get to bring into that job to help students find what they're looking for, and of course, being an independent worker works very well for the Nelson Institute since we all have our own little parts of that world that we work in, and it's important that we're able to do that with not a lot of oversight. So while it didn't help me figure out that I wanted to be an advisor, it was the most important characteristic in helping make sure that that was a truly good job choice for me. We will go into details on each of these things in the future, and we look forward to helping you along your career quest with these parts of the self-assessment process.
Thank you, Becky. That was great. As a reminder, you can find more resources to support your career quest on the Nelson Institute Leveling Up webpage. Thanks so much.